If the king knew everything, and still stayed silent, then who is the real threat to the British throne? For decades, the British monarchy has presented itself as a symbol of honor and discipline. But the growing controversy surrounding Prince Andrew is now tearing that image apart from the inside. One of the most disturbing allegations is the existence of a long-standing wall of silence within royal security. Reports suggest that some officers may have known, or at least heard, about Andrew's behavior for years. Yet they said nothing, not because they saw nothing, but because they were afraid. Afraid of losing their jobs. Afraid of losing their pensions. Afraid of being expelled from a closed system built on loyalty and hierarchy. If this is true, the issue is no longer about the misconduct of one man. It becomes a question about an entire structure. Who knew, who chose to stay silent, and who allowed that silence to exist? The problem does not end with reputation. It extends into the realm of national security. There are allegations that Andrew allowed foreign nationals, including Russian and Romanian citizens, access to sensitive royal locations without proper security clearance. If such meetings took place, the crisis shifts from a family scandal to a potential breach of state security. Even more alarming are claims that sensitive information may have been leaked to countries regarded as strategic rivals, including China. If confirmed, this would no longer be a royal embarrassment. It would be a national security issue. And at that point, one name becomes impossible to avoid: King Charles III. The most dangerous question is simple. Did the king know about his brother's behavior long before it became public? Given his position, many find it hard to believe he was completely unaware. And if he was informed, yet failed to act decisively, then the image of a reforming monarch collapses. From this emerges a shocking argument. To save the monarchy, Charles may be forced to sacrifice his own standing. Some commentators go further, suggesting that if the allegations continue to grow, the only way to protect the crown might be abdication. Not because he committed the acts himself, but because he presided over a system that allowed silence to replace accountability. While the king appears trapped in damage control, Prince William is portrayed very differently. William is described as furious about the situation. Reports indicate that he had raised concerns internally about his uncle's conduct years ago and repeatedly urged the palace to sever all remaining ties with Andrew in order to protect the future of the monarchy. This reveals a clear generational divide. One side represents the old order: protect the institution, preserve appearances, maintain silence. The other represents a new approach, where transparency and moral authority are essential for survival. If William ascends the throne, many believe he will not choose compromise. He will choose separation. Yet even now, Andrew is reportedly still making demands. He allegedly insists on being addressed as Sir, and continues to maintain personal staff, including a private chef and valet. The image is deeply unsettling. A man stripped of public duties, yet still living inside a structure of royal privilege. For many in Britain, this has become a symbol of a system unable to cleanse itself. A system where titles matter more than accountability. At the heart of this crisis lies not the number of allegations, but the response to them. If the monarchy remains silent, it risks appearing complicit. If it acts decisively, it must admit that its internal safeguards failed. This is the trap. Protect Andrew, and public trust collapses. Remove him completely, and the myth of royal invulnerability is destroyed. And standing in the center of that dilemma is King Charles III. The story of Prince Andrew is no longer a personal scandal. It is the greatest test the British monarchy has faced in the modern era. Can it place ethics above bloodline? Can the crown survive in the 21st century if it still depends on silence and privilege? And the final question remains unanswered. What truly protects the monarchy, the truth, or the silence?